So does this mean there's no more committee? It's Ole in the driver's
Well,
seat
there was still a committee, but Ole took the Flair spot in that there has to be a guy, head booker, right? So Ole was named the head booker, but he still had to talk to Jim Barnett and Jim Hurd and Jody Hamilton and Jim Ross and whoever else at the time. I can't. So many people came in and out. Whoever else at that time, but they gave Ole, actually, when you think about it, as you'll see with the talent that comes in and the things that go on, he gave Ole much more freedom than he'd given Flair. And the talent roster and the numbers show it. As a matter of fact, by the end of April, remember that 4.0 on Saturday night that Flair got? Down to 2.6. Remember the 4.4 on Sunday? Down to 2.7. Nearly in half.
What's your reaction when you hear Ole's given control?
I didn't really mind at that point because I figured, Jesus, anybody knows more about wrestling than Hurd, and I didn't know what Ole was going to do, and I've made amends with Ole since then, but it was brutal. It was brutal to fucking watch because, and once again, people accuse me of being behind the times or stuck in the past or whatever. I want to do angles and logic that worked 10 years ago, but with guys that were, I said one time in OVW, I tried to do wrestling logic from the 80s with guys that were born in the 80s, when that was 20 years ago or whatever. They were 20-something years old. I wanted to use new talent, but have wrestling make sense like it did. Both George Scott and Ole wanted to use the same guys that drew them money 15 years beforehand. Instead of doing the same things with new talent, you've always got to get the new talent over. But you can recycle the angles, but you can't recycle the fucking talent.
How's he to deal with if you have a concern about something?
Easy. Say, Ole, I'm really worried about this. Well, fuck off.